Alrighty, welcome to the video. Yes, I am using a ruler as a portable mic stand, and well, yeah. So, anyways, if you clicked on this video, that means that you are probably not feeling so hot. You're probably feeling behind in life, lost, unfulfilled. You probably feel guilty or shameful of not achieving certain goals. You probably just don't know what to do. And for that, I commend you because it is hard to, one, admit that, because everybody really tries to make it seem like they have it all together and figured out, and newsflash, nobody does. That includes me, that includes you, that includes everybody that you've ever known, okay? So pat yourself on the back for even clicking on this video, because it takes courage to do that, all right? And I'm going to explain to you a method that helped me feel better about my life, that has given me more color, right? It's not so black and white anymore. I feel a bit more fulfilled. I feel driven, ambitious. All right. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into it. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Max. I'm on a mission to help young men just like you improve their lives without burning out and enjoying the process. And so if you are struggling on your self-improvement journey, if you are trying to build your dream life and you just keep running in circles, you feel overwhelmed, or you just feel like shit, frankly, well, you're in the right place. And, you know, I get you, because I get like that sometimes. Anyways, with that introduction out of the way, let's get into the nitty gritty. So we're going to first talk about why you feel this way. Because if you're a young guy, if you're between, you know, the ages of 16 and 30, right? Let's just say. If you're a guy who is in high school, out of high school, in college, out of college, you know, in your mid to late 20s, in your early 30s, you know, you're a guy who's getting his life started, or your life hasn't even started, to be honest. This is an interesting age to be, because there is this societal pressure to figure it out at a certain age, whatever it may be, right? You know, and I think as a man, like, you're expected to be this provider. You're expected to have it together and to hold this like a masculine energy all the time. And that puts a lot of pressure, especially on younger men who, you know, like me, I didn't grow up with a dad. You know, my dad passed when I was young, you know, unfortunately. So I didn't have that male role model growing up. And so that was really hard on me. And so I didn't know how to be masculine, right? And I had to kind of define it myself and learn over time what being masculine meant to me. Because I will tell you, it's subjective for different people. You know, there is no right or wrong, all right? So social media has destroyed the confidence of so many men, and that includes me. I mean, we're constantly being bombarded with a lot of these, you know, street interviews with girls, right? And guys, and comment sections being so just negative, and just like people putting each other down and pointing out every little insecurity that normally people don't even care about. Sorry, my cat's being a menace. What are you doing? Go away, dude. Sorry about that. Anyways, I mean, you look online and you're being told what you're doing wrong and why you're behind, why you should feel bad, why this person achieved more than you. I mean, it sucks. And what I'm about to tell you might kind of suck, but it's also going to be very freeing, all right? You are not as important as you think you are. Nobody really cares about your life as much as you think they do. You know, a lot of people, most people, have this delusion that they are the main character of this movie and that everybody's looking at them and they're watching their movie. Nobody's watching it but you. Like, realistically, everybody is so self-consumed, okay? The same way you think that you're this main character of your movie, everybody thinks the same way about themselves. And so therefore, nobody's watching you. Really, nobody cares, all right? And it's crazy that people care so much about the judgment of people and the approval of others that don't even care about them, because everybody feels that way. So therefore, if everybody feels that way, nobody really cares. Do you see what I'm saying? And I get it, because, you know, for this YouTube channel, it took me years to post my first video. And I still procrastinate to this day. You know, before I was uploading twice a week, and now it's like twice every other month. You know, like, you know, other things have been going on in my life and I've been busy, but like still, I'm not exempt, you know? Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I've got it all figured out. I'm just going to help you out with what I've learned and what I know, and hopefully it helps you. Really, that's it. You know, I don't think I'm better than you at all. I see whoever's watching this as an equal. Anywho, I'm going to tell you the method that helped me feel better about myself and helped give my life more meaning and more fulfillment, all right? And what I did is I embraced my inner child. And I know it sounds kind of dumb, but let me explain. I think people take life way too seriously. I think people have a stick up their ass way too much. And I think people need to just chill. They need to breathe, and they need to realize it's not that serious. We are all just children in adult bodies. That's it. That's really it. We never really grow up, right? We feel forced to grow up because society and environment and family, friends and teachers and yada, 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 right? But deep down, we're just a kid, you know? And when we're a child, nothing can stop us. We can dream and we can do anything we want and nobody will judge us for it. We can say the most outlandish stuff and nobody will question it. We can literally shit our pants and people will say, hey, it's all right. But when we're adults and we want to do something that we want to do, oh no, we're judged for it. How could you think that way? You're throwing your life away. How could you risk that? And I think that embracing your inner child is like a cheat code to feeling happier. Because I'll tell you, for me personally, playing video games that I played as a child, watching movies that I loved as a child, listening to music I loved as a child, and going to places that I loved as a child have healed me in ways that self-improvement would never, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know who decided that you need to pick one or the other. That, you either pick a life of degeneracy or a life of self-improvement. And I think there's this gray area that the majority of guys fall into. Like, you do not need to give up things you loved in order to feel fulfilled or to be successful. I don't know who came up with this law or rule or prerequisite that you need to suffer. You have to grind and sacrifice everything you love in order to have a sliver chance of success. That's not fun. That doesn't make anybody want to do anything. And another thing I'll say about this whole self-improvement thing, what is up with people being so condescending? You know, if you've ever read How to Win Friends and Influence People, you'll know that this is a lesson that I took with me that I really implement, right? You'll know the best way to influence somebody to do something that you want to do and something that they should maybe change or improve upon, right? You don't criticize them. You don't belittle them. No, you encourage them. If you want someone to continue going to the gym, you do not make them feel bad for skipping to the gym at all. You make them feel proud for going in the first place. There is nothing like support and encouragement that will make somebody want to do something, because that feel good, the chemical, literally. When you are praised for something, you're more likely to do it. When you're ostracized and belittled for something, you're less likely to do it. And that's why my philosophy is not self-improvement, it's self-fulfillment. You didn't eat your calories today, you didn't hit the gym, that's all right, just do it tomorrow. It's not that deep, not a big deal, you're a human being, right? Now, if somebody takes advantage of that kindness, right, and somebody really doesn't change at all or doesn't improve upon themselves, then you might want to be a little bit more stern. But also, it's not your problem at the end of the day. You just got to worry about you, right? And with that being said, embrace the inner child, man. Let it out. There is nothing wrong with wanting to do things that are fun for you. Enjoying hobbies that you enjoy that bring you peace. I enjoy playing video games. I enjoy building Legos. I enjoy playing music. I also enjoy going to the gym, reading books, taking walks. There is no reason that I can't do both. I don't know who decided that you can't or who made you feel that you can't, because that's just false. There are very successful people in Hollywood, actors, celebrities, musicians, whoever, that play video games, that do things that degenerates do, but live very successful, healthy lives. Why can't I do that? Why can't you? Stop letting strangers on the internet tell you what to do, including me. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not exempt to that rule. I am a stranger to you, and you're just listening to a dude sitting on his couch with a ruler in his hand telling you how he became a little bit happier. And, take the advice if you want. Don't take it. That's up to you, man. And I'm just trying to do a service for someone who gets it, somebody who has been there, somebody who is tired of the hamster wheel of self-improvement and feeling bad and guilty for ever enjoying their life. Because self-improvement is not, it's not about being perfect. Like, it's literally the art of improving oneself. And enjoying things in life is improving your life. You know what I mean? So the action step I'm going to give you in this video, because I like to do that in all my videos, is give you one thing that you can do. I want you to pick 1 to 3 things that you loved as a child and implement them now. Like, literally, after you click off the video, listen to a song you loved as a kid, play a video game you loved as a kid, watch a movie. I don't care what it is. Pick one thing. And then I want you to implement that every week or every day if you can. I want you to make it a part of your life, all right? I want you to watch what happens in the next, I don't know, month. Watch what happens to your life when you start feeling freer and you start enjoying these leisurely activities and doing things that make you happy. Because if you don't follow the exact routine of what one self-improvement guru tells you, are they going to come to your house and beat you up? No, they don't care about you. So take the chip off your shoulder and just chill, relax, let that child out, feel free again. There's nothing wrong with doing things that make you happy. All right? So with that being said, I hope this made you feel a little bit better. And if it did, let me know in the comments. If it didn't do anything, also let me know in the comments. But with that being said, that concludes this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.